his son's actions. Let me see. Can I get on the screen? Jay Prince did an interview recently, and he's talking about his son's actions when Takeoff died. Let me see if I can skip to it.
And I'm proud of No Limit, Cash Money, music, and then you
Skip to it.
Who was at the ranch that day? I told Winky,
now attacking me, stopping me from.
he got me to. I started doing hedge.
But the whole unique thing about Murder Inc. and Rap a Lot.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the devil whole mission. We're gonna destroy them. We're gonna.
And Mike Lee down here, they fear that. Of course, I consider it, they couldn't believe it.
The creator that put the kill that shit before it come to fruition because they understand.
Stay there with him.
What?
Aspect to it. Wasn't someone like yourself and I tell one to infiltrate, to explain what.
Wait, hold on. I got to figure out which part. Oh, the full. All right, this is the full interview. My bad.
Jay.
Since I ever met you. On the Fifth Ward, following these motherfuckers. Roommate right there.
So when one at the end of the day asks.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I believe it was Junior. They said he walked by. What is that all about?
Yeah. One of the biggest lies that was told,
Shout out Junior, man.
Yeah. Jay Prince, my son, he come out of his right bag. But, the thing is, like, one of the biggest lies that was told, he walked by, Takeoff body as if he was heartless and didn't care. In reality, Junior, my cousin Michael Prince, that's here with me.
Shout out Mike.
You know what I mean? They was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? Even when they walked by, the walk by part, it took 3 seconds of an hour in some situation when Mike and Junior was walking by. He actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the Takeoff. He had to pick him up and his fingers went in it,
Wow.
blood went on. So he was only going to the restroom to wash the blood off his hand and came right back. They took a 3-second piece of lie. This is what they do.
That's right. That's how they twist everything.
Yeah. They took 3 seconds of a whole situation, man, and told a blatant lie. And the truth about it is, you got so many people that's weak-minded, today until a lie, is the truth. They embrace a lie like it's true.
Well, we've seen it in our community how they always the divide and conquer. That's the same. So that's really, to me, how they want to position it. They want to post doubt. They already, again, you've been winning a long time.
Right.
And no one want to see the winner just stay winning. They want a chance at that crown.
That's kind of interesting. And by the way, I'm not gonna go off that little piece of footage where it does look like Jay Prince Jr. walked by him. Clearly, this is Jay Prince Jr.'s probably side of the story, right? He's not gonna talk. He probably has an attorney. The cops have probably looked at maybe any possible involvement of him, right? He probably, I'm pretty sure Jay Prince probably asked him, "Yo, son, what happened?" And he probably told him, "Yo, that's what happened." Is he telling the truth? It's hard for me to say because even if I'm going by what he says there's let me go back.
As if he was heartless and didn't care. In reality, Junior, my cousin Michael Prince, that's here with me.
Shout out Mike.
You know what I mean? They was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end.
Like the beginning to the end, does that mean the beginning of the party till he died? Because also the police did say when they showed up, they said there was about supposedly like 50 people at the party. When they showed up, there was not a soul in sight but the person dead. Everybody ran. Niggas was hightailing out of there. It's not like niggas was standing by. Maybe Quavo was somewhere in the vicinity, but it's not like people were standing by waiting, trying to resuscitate him or trying to get ambulances to get there or get medics or whatever. Everybody went home. You get what I mean? So I'm a little unclear what he means that they were there the whole time, unless he's saying from the beginning of the night till that moment. But I don't think people are questioning anything before that moment where Takeoff died. People are questioning after he died, right?
You know what I mean? You know, even when they walked by, the walk by part, it took 3 seconds of an hour in some situation when Mike and Junior was walking by. He actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up under Takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in it. You know,
Wow.
blood went on. So he was only going to the restroom.
Yeah, this definitely, he's pretty much given what his son told him, right? So his son told him this clearly.
To wash the blood off his hand and came right back. They took a 3-second piece of lie. This is what they do.
That's right. That's how they twist everything.
Yeah. They took 3 seconds of a whole situation, man, and told a blatant lie. And the truth about it is, you know, you got so many people that's weak-minded, you know, today until you know, a lie, you know, is the truth. They embrace a lie like it's true.
Well, you know, we've seen it in our community how they always the divide and conquer. That's the thing. So that's really, to me, how they want to position it. They want to post doubt. They already, again, you've been winning a long time.
Well, so, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more of an elaborate statement, I would imagine, from the Prince family, because, you know, I mean, this is not even me, right? It's not even me coming up with some of these things, but if you go on YouTube, some people, and this is where I don't know if this is all the way true, so I'm saying allegedly with this, but in some situations, let me see, Jay Prince. Okay. I seen it on somebody's YouTube page. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. Maybe it's this. I don't know. Anyway, someone was trying to like put 2 and 2 together. If I forgot the YouTuber's name, I apologize. But basically they were like, you remember it said that Patrick Clark got what do you call it again? He got bonded out by a concerned citizen that posted the $1 million bond, right? Which we're assuming is $100,000 to a bail bondman, which is 10% usually. Or maybe there's some equity on property that got, you know, just put up as collateral, something of the sort. Now, what was interesting is, and I seen a YouTuber like kind of like, he pulled up the documents. I could probably pull it up, but I don't even know if I'm going to put that much effort in tonight. If you guys care about it, I'll do it tomorrow or something like that. But they protect the person's name that did put out that did pay for the bond. However, people believe it's Jay Prince's family because they looked at a prior case involving Jay Prince Jr. and they looked at this particular case, and while you can't see who paid for the bond, you could see what bail bondsman's company it went through, and it was the same identical bail bondsman's company. So people are trying to do, again, this might just be coincidence, right? Like a bail bondsman company, maybe there's a popular one that just deals with the majority of, you know, the majority of like bail stuff. But somebody pulled up some information on the bail for this guy, and they said this particular bondsman that was used is the same bondsman that has been used before by the Prince family, which led them to believe, and by the way, this is assumptions, right? We don't know clearly, would lead them to believe that maybe it was the Prince family in some sort of way who bonded this guy out. I've told y'all, I really think that Patrick Clark's going to beat this thing. I think that he's going to be able to get off on self-defense. I think because it's a high-profile case, I think they're going to charge more people because they're going to try to hold somebody accountable. And if this is going via the narrative that I believe is going to be explained in court, if the narrative is saying this, this dude Patrick Clark started shooting only after people started shooting in his direction, whether it was at him or not. he was thereby defending himself. By the way, this is definitely his claim in court. He was thereby defending himself, and him defending himself, unfortunately, he killed Takeoff. So at worst, it should be a manslaughter charge. But that could be argued as, yeah, maybe it was manslaughter or maybe some 4th degree murder type charge, but it shouldn't be something that carries more than 10 years in prison. And also, he might, unless he gets probably a good plea that says, yo, you do 5 years and you're good. You get what I mean? And yes, I'm talking about that low of a time. He probably takes it to trial and tries to, if they're offering him 20 years, he's going to take it to trial. And if he takes it to trial, he might get off on that, on the self-defense thing, just like how we've seen George Zimmerman get off, even though that's a completely unrelated situation where the guy who George Zimmerman killed, he argued that he was in fear of his life. But still, in states like Texas, if bullets is coming your direction, you're usually legally allowed to fire bullets back in the other direction. Now, granted, they're hoping you shoot the person who is causing your life to be in danger, but niggas can't aim. So I think that's where this shit's gonna get it's gonna get very interesting. So that was the only time we talked about the Takeoff thing, and yeah, there's a few